Serious question, why do you care? Um, we are talking about the Idaho 4 case, and they're asking me why I care about Hunter Johnson being a hero and really shielding the girls from what had taken place the night before in their house. I care because it's important that the people, that true crime fans, that people who are not getting paid to talk about this case, people like you and me who don't have a side, they don't have a uh, there isn't an outcome that must happen to protect us. And there are people, what I mean by that is, for example, like if I say, I think the man did it, and here's why I think that happened. If I'm wrong, the worst is that people are like, y'all are wrong. You are wrong. Jennifer, you're wrong. But the worst that could happen, let's say for accounts like Truth and Transparency, Jules True Crime Reactions, Jay Embry, Bubbly Waters, Harsh Reality, JLR Investigates, Translucent, Mrs. Pot 777, Heather Fitzgerald, True Crime Design, Crime Circus. I mean, there are hundreds of these channels that have memberships and Patreons, and you can buy them coffee. Open Minded Perspective, Visual Designer, Optum Magazine, Optum CSS, Visual Designer on Twitter. That's all one person. All these accounts, all these channels that have gotten money this entire time, they have got to protect themselves now. They've got to double down and double back because all of this evidence is starting to hit and come out, and it should have never, never been suppressed in the first place. And these accounts and these channels, See Girl True Crime Buff, her entire channel is full of the same exact people who have a million different alt accounts. That's you just have like 10 different accounts that are 10 different people, but you just use them to hype yourself. There are channels out there who are making money doing this. Serious question, why do I care? Because these students were already taken once. I'm a mom, and there's all these mothers sitting out here who their children are never coming back. And there are all these people out here who have spent 2 years trashing their dead children. And my soul can't do anything else. It's so much that I can't stand Twitter. They are so vicious to me. I'm talking like these alt accounts, y'all. I've been documenting them for like 2 years. And they will get like 10 or 15 accounts, and then they would just slam me. Now, they don't do this now because they're all playing catch up. They've got to like make their accounts look right because for 2 years they've banked on blaming the roommates. So my job in this moment, my volunteer position, it's not a job because I don't receive money for it. If you receive money for sharing content, it's your job to share it correctly. Unless you're a crappy employee of yourself. That would be the people who continue to put out stuff like Jay Embry's doing. Xana's mom, Maddie's mom, the Aryan Brotherhood. I mean, has he mentioned the KKK? Because I can't believe he hasn't. It's basically any kind of hate group you could think of, he threw in there. And he gets paid for it. Why? Why do I care? I care because I sit and watch these people's content so that I can document it, and post-trial, I can put it together on a jump drive and give it to all of these families. I just watched Bubbly Waters. She was mad that Aubrey or Autumn, which is Kaylee's sister, shared, retweeted a video talking about this other female continuing to cause problems in their family. And it was either Autumn or Aubrey retweeted it. And because of that, Bubbly Waters took that young person's content and used it on her page and got paid for it. And because of the Goncalves families not doing exactly like this person wants them to, she makes video, he, whatever it is. It's disgusting. I've already called out all these people for years. They just make fun of me and call me crazy. I don't have any help. Until recently, there's this guy on Twitter named Mass Guy. He's been helping me some. I appreciate it. Why do I care? I care because I think Lana Oriani is a predator. She runs the channel Truth and Transparency. She runs around with Bubbly Waters. They run around with Harsh Reality. They run around with every other channel that sources themselves. They'll be like, this last one, Harsh, had like drip drop on the screen. Let me be clear about something. A man from another country who chose to create and push a family channel, knowing how many pedophiles there are out here that will take his visual videos of his children and will do nefarious things with them. He knows this. I know he knows it because I've told him myself. He chose this time to open a family channel after he blew up blasting the roommates, Brent Kopaka, who is completely innocent of everything in the Idaho 4 case. And he's hyping a man who makes sex sounds dressed as a clown on his channel where he has thousands upon thousands of followers that he gets paid for. Why do I care? I care because if this was my child, I would hope to God there was someone like me out there. Not that I'm so great. I've actually probably caused people to be more angry with the truth because I keep putting it in their face. I'm not very active over here like I should be, but it's because I've already been deplatformed 8 times in this case. I don't get paid to share content, but every single day I do that on X. And I search through what the narrative currently is, and I track it back to people like Lana Oriani with Truth and Transparency. And I track it back to Ted, the Mr. Manhattan. And I track it back to people like Justin Rodriguez, who made up the entire narrative about Dylan being transgender. And then I'm able to show that he has so many accounts, you can't even keep up with all of them. And then I watch as all of y'all engage with these gross, vile people who are using backup accounts to try to win your favor so they can drop their content in your comment section. And then people like Seagirl True Crime Buff grab that information from the content section over on YouTube and turn it into a 16-part series. Why do I care? I care because this absolutely could have happened to anybody. Not a situation where a neighbor just killed somebody. No, this man picked this community and he pre-purchased everything he needed, and he came down here and he started hunting. And he found a place he wanted to attack, and it didn't matter who was in it. And he decided he was going to do that, and he did. And 2 years later, that list of people that I just gave have raised money, made money, gave money on behalf of Bryan Kohberger. And I think that is sick. And I don't think there are enough people standing up for the truth in this case. If you're on Twitter, I'm Truth Crime Fan. You haven't got to pay a dime for the truth over there. You haven't even got to follow me. Just come read it. That's why.